YouTube, how you doing? This is your boy Pete Timescreen Neverco, right back here on the channel today with even more Sonic Mania, and we are going emerald hunting. We've got one emerald that eludes us, and I've chosen to go through Metallic Madness because, as our most recent playing has shown, I actually know where two relatively easy emeralds are. So, we are going to be chasing this because if I fail the first one, then I can at least get to the second one. And if I fail the second one, I can just restart. So, that is where our journey is going to take us today. Who knows, we may get the emerald on our first run entirely. Down here, if I remember, and then this way, bang, boom. Now, a lot of people might be saying, why don't you try a different level, like there's more. I honestly, I don't know where a lot of these are. So, in the grand scheme of things, knowing where two rings are is actually kind of more helpful than not, especially in such close proximity to each other. We're already at Mach 2, so I think that's fine. We've got quite a way to go to get to Mach 3, so I'm not entirely fussed about that. If it's anything like last time, I nearly seppuku'd myself once again on that little jump. Ba, 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 da, da. Ba, da, 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 da. The big thing about these special stages, I think that throws me off, is the fact that that's what I needed to do. If I hadn't have messed up that jump on the emerald in the last goddamn zone, we would have been fine. That was all it was, is that one jump, and I would have caught it. Alright, bingo. I am going to go finish the zone just to make sure it auto-saves, and we'll see you soon. Alright, welcome back, everybody. We are here again. We've got another Monarch run to do, and thankfully, I should be able to just blast through this with, as they say, a little bit of Sonic speed. So, I won't bore you guys too much with this, because essentially all I'm realistically going to do is I'm going to get 50 rings, go super, and then we're going to blast through the rest of this level pretty quickly. So, I will see you lovely folks back at the boss. Alright, we are here. I've got myself a nice little super form to deal with this pain in the backside quickly. 48 rings should be long enough, but this fight does take a bit of a way to boot up into it, so and I feel like it's specifically built to tire you out. Excuse me. So, hand time. If I lose all my rings, this is going to be real sad. This was one of the things I never really understood. Like, the hard-boiled heavies in that I'm going to run out of rings. Once again, missing like 1 or 2 hits. Look, all I need to do is get through this. If I can get through this without dying, I'll be fine. He went right instead of left this time. Here we go again. Do you know what? It's been many a time that has actually been decided in a race, Let's Race or Racing Good on this boss specifically. I don't know how I'm gonna hit this without a lightning shield. Uh-oh. Okay, I'll take it. Tails. Like, you can hit the hard-boiled heavies, right? But it's just like... what's the point in actually doing them any damage? Because it doesn't deal any damage to the Eggman, right? The Eggman. So, I'm so angry. No, thank you. Like 2 hits away. But I've got rings this time, so... alright. There we go. Right, we'll be fine. The fact that I died to this phase is disappointing. It would be nice to know what the actual original intent of this boss was going to be. Like, I feel like going through and dealing with the Monarch and like blowing up the hard-boiled heavies in each of the room. But here we go. It's a really bad boss time. This is one of the fights I really do dislike. Like, I get the idea, but it's the fact that we've got to fight the 2 of them, and I just don't like it. Like, but that being said, it is a really cool boss fight. Fucking Christ. Piss off, Eggman. The music is stellar. Don't get me wrong. Does that eat rings? I can never remember. I think it does eat rings, because I am significantly lower. This fight is all going to be about ring conservation and... See, I feel like Eggman's the easier one to hit here, but this guy's just got a fucking energy bubble. There we go. Ow! It's just I don't feel like there's any skill involved in this one. It's just like it's hard to say because every Supersonic is dodge the mechanic, right? But it just feels so. Why am I wasting rings like that? While every fight just feels like dodge the mechanic and do it, it just... Doomsday has a progression mark, right? You actually feel like you're chasing Eggman. Whereas, with this, I died. With this, you just feel like you're just bonking them. There's no real sense of progression. Which is why I feel like it's it doesn't help. I mean, the worst Supersonic fight is obviously Unleashed, right? Because even though there's a sense of progression, that fight is just bollockard for no discernible reason. Okay. Here we go. At least we get to listen to cool music again. There we go. Like, let me put it one way, right? The big thing that Doomsday has for itself is... Ow. You're a joke, right? Is obviously you've got the first, like, outer shell mech. And once you realise that the way to damage it is by letting it damage itself, and you figure out how to play with the missiles, then you've got the actual chase, where Eggman is doing the thing again with the Sarge, and you're just chasing him. And then you've got that progression there. But this is just fly around, collect rings, dodge the shitty mechanic, and, you know, maybe win. Right, let's get some rings. Let's try to... I'm going to try and keep my finger off the A button unless I hit the ground. I mean, luckily there is like a small lightning shield radius effect, but... But that's about it. As I said, where the bloody hell is Eggman? Boy? Yeah, you can do that all you like. I mean... In terms of bad final bosses, I guess, as much as it pains me to say it, like, the 3D final boss, like, the final fight is really not good. Because it's the same 4 mechanics, like, just over and over. But again, there's no mechanics here either, so, other than this guy getting more balls. Ow! And I don't know. Well, that's that one done. I don't know. I don't know. It's just... It doesn't feel challenging, even though I died, you know. And there goes this leading into Sonic Forces as we get pummeled, thrown down a time tube. There he goes. Into the future. Where's Sonic? That's cool. And then we get the good future of the Miracle Planet blasting off again. Sonic dashes on towards the future. And what a future it is. That is Sonic Mania. We actually went back and we did it. I really didn't want to do the extra part, but there you go. Yeah, there's a lot to say for and against Sonic Mania. I think overall it is a good game, regardless of what I dislike. Like, I would just like some levels to be a little bit shorter. They don't need to be as long as they are. And again, as I've said this before, like there is probably a part of me not knowing exact routes and ways to go for certain things to speed that up. But at the end of the day, it is a good game. I have to say, it is a good game in terms of it. Like, and it is obviously... The thing about it is, somewhere, somehow, every Sonic game is somebody's first. And this Sonic game is definitely going to be somebody's entry into the Sonic Foundation. Sonic Forces is going to be somebody's entry level into the Sonic universe. Sonic Frontiers will be, hell, Sonic 3D. Sonic Spinball could have been someone's entry, you know? Think about that. But there will always be a different game for different generations. And this will be somebody's Sonic Adventure, you know? This will be a game that somebody will die on a hill for. And that's fine. But it's not horrible. I can't put it on a bad pedestal and say this is the worst Sonic game. There are definitely some stinkers out there. let's be fair. But there are a few names that we recognise in this. We've got our good old friend Kieran Gates. Definitely met him. Tyson Hess, we've met them. And yeah, just various bits of pieces as around there. Oh, we've met Takeshi Iizuka many times. Shunsanoi, we've met many times. There we go. But yeah, everybody on this has done a lot of stuff, you know. Alex the Kid, that's a good one. I don't know. There are a lot of people praising Galactic, saying it's the next Sonic Mania. I think it definitely draws a lot of inspiration from Mania, and I can see that. But you know what? It just does lead into people fangaming, and that's it. You know, the Adventure series and the 3D games have led into people doing 3D fangaming. Sonic Mania is going to lead people into doing 2D fangaming, and we get bangers out of it. And that's what we're doing here. We are investigating. Well, we're not investigating. We're playing through a vast history of games, and you know, Sonic Mania is part of that history, and people enjoy it. And I can see why. You know what? Maybe I've come a little bit softer, and I will say it's because I've not sat down and done it in one sitting. I think if I sat down and put 3 hours to this, just sat down, I'd probably dislike it. Because even Sonic 3 and Knuckles is like an hour and a half, you know? But different games for different times. So yeah. But it's good to play for this again. We might come back. I might use this as an excuse to come back in the future and play a different playthrough as like Knuckles or Tails. I really don't play through do it as anything other than Sonic, and it might give me a different thing, especially not having to rely on Sonic and Super Sonic at the end there. But it would be interesting, and who knows? You know, we might even come back and do an encore mode, because, you know, Mighty and Ray are there, even though I really don't know how to use them. It reminds me of a fun anecdote sometime of, like, when, during a Race for Good where we were doing, like, people could obviously donate to make us lose lives. And in encore mode, obviously, your lives is the 5 characters you can switch between. And every time I switched to Mighty, people would instantly just pay to make me lose that. Because Mighty's just invincible to spikes half the time, so you could just get through. And people did not like that. And I really need to get the last Race for Good up. It'll be fun to do. We will come back and we will do this again at some point. But yeah, I think that's what we'll do. This music is a banger. The music is good. I have to say that. What a fun little game. Yeah, okay. I have to say, I enjoyed picking this up and putting it back down. But we'll see. Wow, these credits are still going, aren't they? They are, I do try to let credits roll, because it's only fair. You know, there are people who work on these games, and there are a lot of people who don't get their time in the limelight for it, and I think it is only fair, like, to have credits roll through. If you're gonna let's play it at least once, let the credits roll, because it allows you as well as the player to sit there and actually reveal your thoughts. Yeah, and I think it's only fair that all these people I don't know will forever exist on the internet. I think it's only fair. But yeah, we are done in Sonic Mania. We have got a little bit planned coming up, which is non-Sonic related, so that'll be fun to play. Because we just want to take a break, we'll take a breather, we'll play something else, and then we'll get back into Sonic Battle. Blah. Yeah, Sonic Battle is definitely going to be one of those things that is forever going to play. I'm just glad I'm not playing Chronicles. I feel like I'd be bashing my head against Chronicles. And who knows? Maybe if we hit a subscription on YouTube milestone, we'll play Chronicles at one point. But that is going to be a long time off. Oh, blimey. I think when I was looking through the actual timer on recording, I was at 20 minutes when I was actually blasting through the second run through of Titanic Monarch, and we're already at like 50. I think, I don't know. What do you guys think about playable credits? It's still going. Playable credits, like, I think it gives you something to do while the credits go. I think it's fun. I know a lot of stuff during like loading screens was it copyrighted? I don't think copyrighted was the right word, but it was definitely classed as a mechanic in a game, and maybe title credit screen interaction was as well. Very weird. Something to think about, I guess. But yeah, I guess we are very quickly running out. Well, no, we're not. I was gonna say we're very quickly running out of like official mainline games, and mainline not even really. We've still got 3 in Knuckles. We've still got, oh my god, the credits ended. Oh. We literally just finished under 3 hours. That's really funny to me. Fair enough. Bingo, bagel, we're done. 23 lives, 6 continues, all 7 emeralds. Complete. Next time we'll come back, we'll play somebody else. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. We'll listen to me tirade through the credit screen. And until next time, as always, I have been Pete Titans Creed Neverco from Project Phoenix Productions. This was Sonic Mania. And until we see each other again, take care, stay safe, play more games.